Hi, my name is Kendrick Jones. For my interview, I had the pleasure of interviewing Robert Brown. Robert Brown attended Alabama State University, which is known as an HBCU. He was a standout running back and a four-year letterman at Alabama State University. He was recognized as who's who among college athletes. My first question to Robert was, what made you choose to work in the sports management industry? Robert said, being a former athlete, he was always intrigued by the sports business, and that he also had former teammates that persuaded him and his business partner to take it up. My next question to Robert was, do you love your job? His response was, being a diehard sports fan, there is no better job for him. He loves the behind the scenes, loves helping his players make good decisions, and there are many other benefits that come with it. My next question to Robert was, how do you feel about the TV series Ballers with you being an actual agent? He said he had a former client who featured on the show. It doesn't actually go in depth with everything on the job, but it's the closest thing you'll get to an everyday agent. My next question to Robert was, what is your stance on the NBA bubble with everything going on in the world, from the pandemic to the social injustice? He informed me that the NBA had $75 million towards the health of the NBA players and the coaches. Players were getting tested 3 times a week before being allowed to leave out their room. All tests had to be negative before attending practice. He feels towards the social injustice that the African American race is the majority of the NBA and that they are familiar with most of the community, so they should use their voices. I also asked him, how do you feel about Kyrie Irving's decision to opt out of the season due to COVID-19? He said he doesn't feel like he can judge. He doesn't wish for his teammates to hold his decision against him, though. My next question to him was, who are the players that you have on your lineup? He named Jamal Adams, former New York Jets player, currently Seattle Seahawks 2-time Super Bowl, Tre'Davious White, Buffalo Bills, Trayvon Mullen, Las Vegas Raiders, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, New Orleans Saints, and Morgan Burnett, free agent. And there are many more. In the pictures listed below, these are some of the players that are on his roster. My next question to him was, should student athletes get paid? His response was that all student athletes should be compensated, not just the big two, which make up football and basketball. I also asked him, what was the approach you used to get the players that you have on your lineup? He said he shares an approach with his business partner, Kevin Connor, and he has to be licensed in states to recruit. Juniors and seniors can reach out. Former coaches reach out, and they have something called Agent Day. I also asked him, how do you feel about student athletes and coaches using their platforms to speak on